guys, welcome to my channel. Today I want to answer some of the questions I got to my email. All of these questions were about, is there any racism in Kazakhstan? Is there any conflicts, discrimination based on the ethnicity and how we actually live along with each other? With so many nationalities living in Kazakhstan, how do we manage to live in peace? If you want to know more, please keep on watching. Since my childhood, since the years I've been to the kindergarten, I know that there are so many nationalities out there except for mine. They all have their own culture, they all have their own language, the traditional clothes, the cuisine, and they have their own style of living. And since the kindergarten we've been celebrating Nowruz, and Nowruz is a Kazakh New Year, as well as we were celebrating the holiday like Maslenitsa or Pascha. We knew what it is, we knew what to do. Like the Russian children knew what to do on Nowruz, what we eat on Nowruz, and we like Kazakh children, Tatar children, Germans, Chechens, I don't know, all of the other children, we all knew what to do, what kind of clothes we should wear, what kind of food we're gonna eat. It was normal. So I was growing up like knowing that there are so many nationalities, that we are all the same. Yes, we do have our own traditions, we do have our own culture, but in general we're all the same. My mom would always cook all kinds of dishes, Uzbek plov or galushki, which is Chechen's national dish. My mom also had these Germans friends, and we would always the wife there was German, like ethnical German, and her husband was Russian. So when they had this Pascha, we would go first on the Catholic Pascha, and then to the Pascha that the Russians held. We would color the eggs, and then we would play this game, putting one egg in front of another. That was fun. We were children, that was fun. And the same things were at school, the same things were in the university. Of course, there might be a very small percentage when someone can get into trouble because they're talking against some nationality, but I guess it depends on the person. If a person is very uneducated, the main question is, how do Kazakh people and people living in Kazakhstan, how do they treat the foreigners, especially the black people or the people with the dark skin who are foreigners? Maybe a Latin, or I don't know, maybe Indians. I will tell you one thing, that we, like all of the people, we have very good attitude to all kinds of nationalities and culture. And if you come to Kazakhstan, if for example you're a black person, I think you will feel yourself a little bit like a celebrity. We don't have any negative attitude towards the black people, towards the people with the dark skin. Most of the time people will just come up to you, maybe ask for a photo, maybe try to talk to you and find out where did you come from, what's your nationality, where are you initially, did you come from America, maybe did you come from Africa, or I don't know, whatever country. And even if they won't know the language, they will try, the gesture language will work. Don't be afraid to come here. When I studied in the university, our teacher, she was Kazakh, and Kazakh people, maybe that's not news for you, but Kazakh people also are very different. For example, I'm Kazakh, but I'm dark Kazakh. So this teacher, she was Kazakh, but she was white, and she studied in the United States, and she brought from the United States her black boyfriend, and it was 2005. Yeah, that was 2005, and it still was not usual to see a black person. But for us, for students, for children, it was so curious to see oh cool, she has a foreign boyfriend, he's black. And it wasn't shocking for us. It wasn't oh my god, what is she doing? It was oh cool, we were just curious. And I think that maybe today it's been 15 years. It was like maybe 15 years ago. Now, of course, there are so many mixed children nowadays, black with Kazakhs, Russians with Kazakhs, and maybe Koreans with black, and Indians. I've studied with a girl who was that time, like 15 years ago, she was about 18 or 19 years old, and her father was Indian, her mother was Kazakh. She looked very Indian, but her name was Aliya. So here in Kazakhstan, in any city like Almaty, big city Almaty, or Astana, which is by the way now called Nur Sultan, I think you all know about this fact. So anyway, in big cities or in small cities, we don't have this division on like Kazakh district or Koreans district. We don't divide ourselves on that. I will tell you, our inside culture, like the Kazakhstan's inside culture among the nationalities, is that we do have characteristics for it. Because, for example, like we know that Uzbek people are very hardworking. Like Azerbaijani guys, if you know that if he's an Azerbaijani guy, he's probably doing some business with the shoe repairment, or he has a restaurant, or maybe they're building something. Those people are very, here we call them, they're very hard working. As for the Koreans, like all of us know that the Koreans are also very hardworking, and probably they do have, like a plantation of the green onion. Like if you meet a Korean guy here, you might like not ask him or her, but you might just tell, oh, you know what, I've read somewhere, and give you 99% that his parents or his grandparents do have the plantation with the green onion. I can keep on going and talking about the nationalities, characteristics, what we talk about one another. Of course we do, it's like a big family where everyone knows each other, where everyone knows what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages. Like in all of the families, we still keep in touch, we like each other, we love each other. Of course, we do have the conflicts, but it's not like we have any aggressiveness towards one another because of ethnical issues. Even the Kazakhs can have a dark skin like I do, and trust me, there are even more darker people than me, and when you come, you will see the difference. Guys, if you want me to make a video on what you should do or not do, what you can be talking about and not talking about when you come here, please let me know in the comment. Bye bye.